Hi guys, I am Leila Miles, the owner of Lovely Hair Studio. I'm a Frucci educator and the owner of Dolce Jolie hair extensions. Today I'm going to show you guys the end results of a trace weave using the Au Natural Kinky Curly hair. I'm going to do a small demonstration on how I actually sew in the lace closure part at the top using the invisible thread. Before I do that though, I want to kind of like talk about something that happened. My client actually had purchased hair from a vendor overseas somewhere, and they told her that it was natural hair, that it had been chemically and color untreated. It had not been treated, color or chemically treated. It had not been color or chemically treated, and she brought it in. Beautiful hair, beautiful kinky curly texture, and she wanted it kind of like the way that mine is. It's the ombre. It's darker at the top, but then at the bottom it's like a brown, and it has a lighter blonde color right there, and that's how she wanted it. So I used the infra high lift. On this hair, I used the, and it sure did crooked me out too. On this hair, I used the infra high lift, the Chi. I used the GB, and I used the NBR for the highlights, so that I can get like the blonde and then the light brown. So I did the same exact formulation, same exact thing on her hair, but when we went to rinse, there was a problem because the hair came out like this. No offense to Nikki, because we all love Nikki, right? But we don't necessarily want to wear our hair like Nikki. So as you can see, the parts that had the GB, that was supposed to be the blonde, came out blue, and the parts that had the NBR, that was supposed to be the brown, I don't know if it really shows up on the camera, but it came out like a greenish color. The reason why is because this color had already been colored. The hair had already been colored, I'm sorry. It was colored black because when I went to wash it, this black dye just was coming from it. My hands turned black, all around my nails was black. Blue. All around my nails were blue because the hair had been color treated already. So when a lot of people don't understand, a lot of people, for instance, people who are blonde and they end up wanting to go back to having dark hair and they color their hair black, then their hair turns green. Because black has a blue base. They've taken blue and they've put it over essentially what blonde is, yellow, and it's just like a Ziploc bag. You know, you blue and the yellow, you make green. So, what am I talking about?
The blonde and the black.
Oh, yeah, thank you. You make green. So this is kind of like the same concept. You cannot go and use color if you don't understand the foundation of color, or things like this will happen. Because if I had known that this hair had been color treated, I would have known what to do to ward off this blue hue. I would have stripped it first, did some other things, and then done it. But I really wouldn't have stripped this hair because of the curly texture. As you can see, over processing will actually take away the curl pattern. And because this hair had been so processed, even this small process made it like this. So what we ended up doing, she ended up ordering Dolce Jolie hair extensions, and we got her the Au Natural, and we did the highlighting. And we actually went with, because she had a closure too, and the closure we couldn't get as light as we wanted it to because it had the same problem with the blue, but it did not have as much blue. So what we did is when I highlighted this with the brown. We did the lighter brown, which is actually like a this blonde right here is actually like a dark blonde, and then we did the darker brown. And we're going to now install this hair on my beautiful model Kim.